Hello everyone, today we're going to look at how the garden's doing. We're going to see the good and the bad. I like to show both good and bad. It's just a way to let people know that we also don't get things running or working the way they should. Before we look at how the garden's doing, I want to make a quick remark and say how today is a milestone day for me. Many of you guys know I'm a stay-at-home dad, and yesterday was the first day that our oldest went off to a summer program, and my wife took the day off to see him off, and today is my first day by myself with our youngest over there. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a change as he starts preschool later in the year too. Alright, here is our first bed, and we have in there planted a bunch of things, and I guess only a couple things is doing well. The planter has a surface area of 10 cubic feet, and it was amended with 1 cubic feet of chicken manure, which is a lot of nitrogen. Didn't think that the red sunflowers would actually steal everything away, but it looks like they have because they're super tall. And our aromas are doing okay. I think we need new seeds. This is from a strain of seeds that were started 10 years ago, and I've noticed that they've gotten smaller and smaller as the years gone by. So I've ordered new Roma tomato seeds. I planted them this dense before, and I've gotten really good tomatoes. So yeah, they're not doing as well as we want them to. Over here we have the strawberry corn that's producing ears now. Let's take a quick look at what Grant's doing. He likes to pick blueberries and help himself to them, and he just got caught. Grant, only the blue ones, okay? We have volunteer squash plants, and it's kind of funny. When you have volunteer, at least for me, volunteer tomato plants, they usually end up being cherry tomatoes. In our garden, volunteer squash plants or pumpkin plants, they turn out looking like kombucha. So maybe that's kombucha. Those are a couple Principe Borghese. They're supposed to be pole paste tomatoes. That one over there is I think, what is it? Drusba, I believe. That one's being grown in its wild nature by not taking the lateral growth away. Our pole beans are continuing to climb up there. We have some cucumbers over there. Might have started them too early. And the okra, I'm always having trouble with them in the ground. I've had great success in the past by putting them in a container. So maybe next time I'll let them grow a little bit larger before I put them in the ground. These are our paprika peppers. And this one looks like another volunteer kombucha, because if we go all the way in here, we can see what looks like a kombucha. And then this is our Lakota squash that's in the corn patch here. So just waiting to find a female blossom so we can pollinate it. Our Seneca red stalker corn has ears on it, and this is an Indian corn or a flint corn, grown for its dark stalks. It's a really striking plant, and the kernels are very striking as well. So looking forward to seeing how they turn out. It's going to be a while because we're going to wait until the plant completely dries before we look at the corn. In here we have, down here, some comfrey. This is an extra tomato plant that's allowed to grow wild. It's either one of the 3 sweet ones that we're doing, because it looks like a cherry type of tomato. We got our kale here, and our avocado trees in there. Back over here, we're trying to see if we can grow carrots. So this little area is a little bit cooler. It doesn't get a lot of sun, so we're gonna see if we can get carrots in the summertime. This is another extra tomato that we have and just put it here and letting it grow wild. This is our Satsuma mandarin orange tree. It's setting fruit there. And we'll come back and look at these planters over here. This is a Keystone giant bell pepper, and it's making bell peppers now. There were two that were growing in there, and they've been called away because there's not going to be room for them to grow. So they've been picked off. This is our Thunder Mountain Longhorn. It's a pretty tall pepper plant, and we see blossoms but no fruit yet. This one is an Aleppo pepper, and it's making peppers now. So there it is over there. This is a Sang Louis variety of the ancho pepper. So we have some ancho peppers there. Our Principe Borghese. These are San Marzanos. So we have our San Marzanos that are continuing to do their thing, and our watermelons are coming over the side now. The other thing about this garden here is that the seeds were sowed very earlier on the year, and that's just an experiment of mine to see how early we can start growing and how the plants are doing. With watermelon, a good sign that you'll get a large watermelon is the size of the leaves. These are not as big as we like them to be, but I think nonetheless, if you can harvest a 2 to 3 pound watermelon, an extra harvest, I think that's a good thing. So we're trying that out. Here is a zinnia that is starting to bloom. We have some more zinnia that are starting to bloom, and let's go ahead and pick it. We're supposed to pick it to encourage more blooms. So these are the early ones. They're not looking too nice, so let's go ahead and pick them away. I wanted to do a garden tour, and with so many things to show, it can take a while, but I wanted to give you guys an update on some of our Baker Creek order. This is a black Golgi, and you'll probably see these guys again if we get around to doing a garden tour. This is the dragon fruit. It's very interesting that one's making growth like this and another is making growth like this. Yeah, Grant, you lost your shoe? All right, let's go find your shoe, buddy. All right, while we go look for Grant's shoe, which is here, we'll take this time to sign off and see you guys in the next video.